Hello one and all, my name is Rio, welcome back to another matchday preview. So tomorrow Chester FC play away at Darlington in the Vanarama National League North. So it's fair to say the North East hasn't been our happy hunting ground lately, because so far this season we have lost to Rate Spennymoor Town and also Blythe Spartans, and also Darlington, another team who are based in the North East. So it's important do put that record to bed tomorrow if we are to be up there come the end of the season. So it is a massive game for us, because last weekend we picked up a disappointing result against Leamington, so it's a massive game for us, and also we'll be hoping to improve our woeful away record. So before getting into today's video, don't forget to vote for me as the best young content creator for the FBA Award. So you can nominate me by commenting it on the relevant Instagram post, or you can also vote for me on the FBA website. So thank you for your support lately, it has been outstanding, and hopefully I'll be there with me as well for the final. So yeah, comment for the game tomorrow, which should be a good match as well for us. Hopefully it'll be a good day out for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Let's get into it. There are a couple of Blues news stories to talk to you about today. So first of all, last Saturday, so just a couple of hours before we played against Leamington, was confirmed that Nathan Brown left Chester SC by mutual consent. So it came to a bit of a shock to me, because Nathan, he is a nice young lad, and also he graduated from our youth academy a couple of years ago. Granted, he hasn't played as many games as he would have liked for us, but still he did produce a number of great memories to remember for us, because played a lot of our games for the youth academy, where he won various cup finals for them, and also scored a lot of goals. Remember the goal against Fleetwood Town in the FA Youth Cup a couple of years ago. I think it was him who scored the winning goal, and also in the first team last season he scored a winning goal where he beat Bromley at home 3-2. So we did do a lot of good stuff for us. So I do wish him well for the rest of his career, because he is a nice young lad, and also he does deserve a shot elsewhere. So just a couple of days ago it was confirmed that he has signed for a new club. So he signed for Marine, who play in the Evo Stick Northern Premier League. So that's only one division below us. So not too bad, to be honest. And Marine, they are a decent football club, and also Neil Young, he's their manager, and as Main O'Neill, he was the mastermind. He was the master behind our three successive promotions between 2010 and 2013. So Nathan, he signed for a good football club there, and on Tuesday night was actually his debut for Marine, and they played away at South Shields in the Evo Stick Premier. Sadly they lost 2-1, but Nathan, he actually scored Marine's goal. So great to see Nathan on the score sheet for Marine. So I'm sure he'll do really well there. Hopefully in the near future he'll sign for another club further up the pyramid. So Nathan Brown has left us. And the other Chester SC Blues news story from the past week was actually announced this afternoon. So there was a bit of a club statement saying next Wednesday there was a special meeting at Chester Football Club in the Blues Bar, starting from 7:30 at night. So I'll be going to that meeting as well, because it's actually going to be a rather exciting meeting, because there has been a proposed Chester SC community football sports facility proposed for the town centre as well. So basically I do believe our academy teams and also first team will be training there, and also we'll be renting it out to the local community as well. So it's great news for our football club, who will hopefully generate a lot of money there, because the actual football pitch at our football ground is it's natural grass pitch, and it's really good. So will be a bit strange to see our normal pitch be a 3G, because Mike Bauer does a fantastic job on our pitch there. So will be a bit strange to see our normal football pitch be turned into a 3G. Just look at Maidstone United, Bromley, and also Sutton United as well, who all have 3G and 4G pitches. But what we are going to do is hopefully build a new facility in the town centre as well. So we'll have great access to the community as well, and also it will generate a lot of money too. So that's great news for us, because it's all to do with this Stuart Murphy donation, what he's been donating for us over the past year or so, and also we're going to be announcing a few more stuff in the pipeline over the next couple of weeks and months as well. So great news for us that we're going to have a new sports facility in the town centre hopefully as well, which will generate a lot of money for us. So yeah, there's going to be a meeting next Wednesday to hopefully fully explain the whole process and that, and hopefully it'll be one of the few exciting things for us for us for the future as well. So other than that, really, that is the latest Chester SC Blues news. It will take about 3 hours to get to Darlington because it is all the way up in the northeast, and as I said before, it is fair to say our record all the way up there is one to forget, because so far this season we played against Blythe Spartans and also spending more time. We lost both games, and last campaign we lost away at Gates, and also we drew away at Hartlepool United as well. So hopefully we can rectify that on Saturday at Darlington as well, because it's a must-win game for us. So Darlington, they play at Blackwell Meadows at Holter for 3,000. I'm going to be brutally honest here. In my personal opinion, it is a awful ground, to be honest, and it is a rugby ground as well, because Darlington do ground share with the local Darlington Rugby Club, because Darlington, they actually only moved into this ground back in 2016, because over the past couple of years, they have been, past couple of decades shall I say, they have been covered in their fair share of turmoil, because I do feel sorry for their supporters as well, who've had to put up with this as well, because a few decades ago they were playing at the Feetham Stadium. It is a while it was a really nice football league standard stadium, felt sorry for them when they had to move out. And also a few years ago they were playing at the Darlington Arena, which holds over I think holds over 20,000 as well, so it's a massive all-seater stadium. But it's sad to say that they have had to move out of these two stadiums over the past few decades. And back in 2012 when they reformed, because back in 2012 Darlington they actually went bust. So a few years ago when they actually got reformed, they had a ground share with a local side called Bishop Auckland, the fellow North East side, and they play at a ground called Heritage Park. But back in 2016 Darlington, they actually moved back into the town centre itself, so it was great news for them at the time. But they moved into Blackwell Meadows, which is their stadium right now, and it is fair to say it is the rugby ground, and but overall it is it's a bit of a bad stadium, to be honest. But I've never been to Darlington before, so I am looking forward to getting tipped off my list. And fair play to them when they moved into Blackwell Meadows back in 2016. So a few years ago they have upgraded this since then. So it's fair to say that they are starting to build a bit of a decent stadium now, because behind one goal they have built a covered terrace, and also to the left hand side of that they have built an all-seater stand. So it's fair to say they are getting there in terms of rebuilding their stadium there. But all in all, it's not the best ground in this league, to say the least. But anyway, never been there before, so I am looking forward to taking it off my list. So on one side we have the north side, which it's a bit like Bradford Park Avenue the other week, because you have a massive clubhouse there, which actually looks like a normal house, but got a big clubhouse there, which I do believe have the club offices and also the change rooms and the bars and all that there as well. So you have a bit of a big clubhouse there. Then to the left hand side that you have got a cover seater stand there as well, which has red seats, so you have got a few seats there. Opposite that is the south stand, and a couple of years ago it was just a flat stand terrace, but now they have rebuilt it there, and it is it's a decent stand, to be honest. So it's a no cover stand there, but to the left hand side of that you have got a bit of an open end. And behind one goal is the tin shed, and the Darlington supporters have actually named that stand the tin shed, because it has got a bit of a tin feature to it, and as well it's a decent stand, to be honest. It's a bit of a nice covered terrace, and also you can make a good atmosphere there. And then behind the other goal is the open stand, and as the name suggests, it is an open terrace really, and also that is the away end. So I think tomorrow's game will be segregated as well, so that does mean I think we'll have a bit of a section of the main stand, and also we'll be allocated the open end. So I have looked at the weather forecast, and it doesn't look great for tomorrow, so praying it doesn't rain tomorrow. But if the weather forecast is true, then we'll be able to the elements as well. So we've never been to Darlington before. I am looking forward to it as well, so it should be a good day out for us. But just got to get the win tomorrow. That is the most important thing, because recent weeks we have lost away at the likes of Spennymoor Town, Bradford Park Avenue, and also Altrincham too. So we have got a really poor away record. So hopefully we can just get some tomorrow, because it's going to be a tough game, because Darlington, they are decent sides. They have struggled so far this season, but they are mid-table at the moment. So they are tough nuts to crack. But back in December we actually beat them at home 3-1. So if we can play like we did back in December, that'll be that'll hopefully go a long way for us. But Darlington over the past couple of years, they have been covered in their fair share of turmoil, because back in 2012, I think it was, he went bust, and they had to form a Phoenix club called Darlington 1883. However, a couple of years ago, Darlington, he actually changed their name to just plain old Darlington SC, which was what the old club was known as well. So they are a Phoenix club. They've got a few promotions like us really, and they are back in the National League North now as well, because a couple of years ago they were in the Football League, and recent times Chester SC versus Darlington was a regular Football League fixture as well. So hopefully, in many years to come, we'll be playing each other back in the Football League again. But Darlington, have had a bit of a inconsistent season so far, but I can't see them going down. To be honest, I think they will suffice. And will be a tough nut to crack, because they have a decent home record as well. So it will be a tough game for us, and also. Never been there before, so it will be a bit of a news to round for us. But if we can get them into more, then that would be fantastic for us, because we have got a few players coming back now. We had Simon Grand, Ben McKenna as well, and also Kwasi Asante. But I think Scott Burns will still be suspended for this game too. But we have got the cover of midfield. We have Sean McAllister and also Gary Roberts as well, who Gary Roberts in particular played well against Leamington last Saturday. So although it was a bit of a poor result last Saturday against Leamington, in my personal match reaction, it wasn't best pleased at all, because it was a bit of an atrocious second half performance. We had lost the ball, but we just didn't do anything with it really. So tomorrow we just got to keep the ball and hopefully produce some goals, because goals have been our focal point lately. We have struggled to score lots of goals in recent times, because especially away at Spennymoor, also Bradford Park Avenue, we had a lot of chances, but we just didn't do anything really. So starting from tomorrow, we have got to put on a really good run of form as well, if we are to be in the playoffs come the end of the season now, because we are actually 5 points away there, so it is looking a bit of a slim chance, but we still have a chance though. Although it is 5 points, we still have a chance now, so we've just got to believe that we can still get the playoffs. It is a bit of a long shot away from us now, but if we can still do it now. We still have about 8 games to go now, 4 home matches and also 4 away matches, so just turn up every single week now. They now have every single faith in us, so it will be a bit of a difficult game for us tomorrow. Darlington, they are no pushovers, but if we can get a win, that'll be fantastic for us. Since reformation, we've only played against Darlington one time, and that was back on the 1st of December 2018, and we beat Darlow at home 3-1, so that was a fantastic result for us, because Kwasi Asante scored a hat-trick on his debut, so it wasn't a Kwasi Asante masterclass for us. So I went to that game, of course, so I'm going to show you my footage from the game as well, and also I'll show you the official highlights on that game as well. So all 4 goals will be coming up right now, an Asante masterclass. Enjoy.
Side of him, 2 to aim for in the box. Marn looking for Asante, he wins it, and Asante at the near post. It's a dream debut for the Dutchman. Well, he's shown all game what he can do from headers, with a numerous amount of knockdowns to his teammates, and this time he gets a goal for himself. One inside a throw, but Chester still get it back. Great pressing again from the Irishman. Asante, great turn to evade his man. Driving towards the box is Asante, and he gets a second. Kwasi Asante. Well, what a debut it is for the Dutchman. He's making himself a hero at the Swansway Chester Stadium in such a short time. Just about hack it clear, only as far as Wheatley. And Wheatley goes for goal and finds the net. Well, what a strike from Joe Wheatley. And Darlington have a lifeline. Asante in front of him, and 3 defenders there. It's Asante. Asante goes for goal and gets a hat-trick. Kwasi Asante. Well, he looked to be limping after a tackle against him, and then he pulls a rabbit out of the bag. The perfect debut for Asante. Hat-trick hero at the Swansway Chester Stadium. The second hat-trick they have seen this season after Gary Roberts against Alfreston Town.
Darlington's recent form has been rather abysmal, to be honest, because they haven't won in the last 5 matches. So first of all, on Saturday the 16th of February, they drew 0-0 at home against Southport. The following Wednesday, they lost 2-0 at home against Brackley Town. Then a couple of days later, on the Saturday, they drew 1-0 at home against Chorley. Last Tuesday, they lost 3-1 away at AFC Telford United, before losing 4-2 away at Hereford SC last Saturday. And last weekend at Hereford, they were actually 2-0 up at half time, but in the second half, they went on a bit of a massive collapse because Hereford scored 4 goals in the final 45 minutes, and they lost 4-2 last Saturday. So if we have Kwasi Sante, George Waring and Anthony Dudley all fit for Saturday, for tomorrow's game, then hopefully we can exploit Darlington's leaky defence. So they haven't won in the last 5 matches, so that does give us a bit of hope for tomorrow. Here is our recent form, which has been very inconsistent. So first of all, on Saturday, February the 16th, we beat Boston United at home 4-1. After that, we lost 2-0 away at Bradford Park Avenue AFC on the following Saturday, before beating Blythe Boston at home 2-0. And then the following Saturday, we lost 4-0 away at Altrincham before drawing 1-0 at home against Leamington FC last Saturday. So a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. But away from home, we have lost 2 in our last, in our last 5 in total. So it is fair we do get the 3 points more. Otherwise, it's fair to say our playoff ambitions will be, out of the window. Back in December, I picked Simon Ainge as Darlington's key player. However, for tomorrow's match, I'm going to choose a different player. So for me, Darlington's key player to look out for tomorrow is Harvey Saunders, who is a striker. So he started off his career at Durham City, who played in the Evo Stick, I think, and then a couple of years ago, back in 2016, he signed for Darlington. So he signed for them on a permanent deal. However, back in January, so just a couple of months ago, he actually signed for Fleetwood Town on a permanent deal, but until the end of the season, he has been loaned back to Darlington. So for the time being, he is still a Darlington player. So that is, it's good news for Darlington, because it's obviously, it's quite obvious that Harvey is a good player, because for League One team, Fleetwood can recognise, and then obviously he is doing something well at Darlington. So he has scored a number of goals for them so far this season, so he'll definitely be one to look out for tomorrow. So Harvey Saunders for me, he is currently on loan for Fleetwood, but he's at Darlington until the end of the season. So he'll be playing for them tomorrow. He'll be playing for the for the Quakers tomorrow. So for me, Harvey Saunders, he'll be a key player to look out for. It will be a tough game for us tomorrow, because Darlington, although they have struggled so far this season, and also Darlington, the best run of form coming into this match, it will be a tough game, because they'll be home to Peru wrong after December's 3-1 win for us, and also there'll be a bit of a tough nut to crack too. So it will be a difficult game, no doubt about it as well. New surroundings for us too, because we haven't been to this current stadium either. So it will be interesting to see how we do adapt to Darlington's new stadium, but still we have got a bit of a poor away record. So it is fair we do get the win tomorrow, because there was a bit negative after last weekend's 1-0 draw against Leamington, but it's important we do get the win now, because we are 5 points adrift of the playoffs, and it's looking even more likely by the week that we will make it. But still, we have we've got a chance. We've got 8 matches to come now. We've got 4 home matches and also 4 away games. So we have Darlington away tomorrow. These are our away games we're going to talk about now, but our remaining away games are Darlington. Then after that we have Nuneaton away in a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks after we have Ashton United away on Good Friday. Then on the last day of the season we have Halverton Town away. So 4 massive away games there. I'm aiming for a total points tally of at least 10 points in these games if we are to be up there, because we've got to be getting the fair, just got to be getting the fire out of our bellies now. So it's a vital game for us tomorrow. So on to my score prediction for this game. So I think it'll be Darlington 1, Chester SC 2. So I think we'll get a big win tomorrow. So for Darlington, I think Harvey Saunders will score for them, and for Chester, I reckon Ben McKenna and also Kwasi Asante will score for us. So wins, this stage of the season, they mean more than enough now, aren't they? They just mean that a little bit more for us, especially as we are hoping to be up there come the end of the season. So it's a massive game for us, especially. So it should be a good day out for me. Looking forward to it now. Hopefully, meet a few Darlington fans there as well for my match day vlog too. So it should be a good day out for me. Looking forward to it now. So of course, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to comment on your score predictions below. And also, when we go into the game, of course, so we'll upload a special match day vlog after the match as well. So stay tuned for that. And also, don't forget to vote for me for the FBA award as well. So thank you for your support. Come on, City.